When we go to funerals, we tell stories, or at least try to tell suitable parts of the story. Usually with these words: dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to celebrate the life and time of our brother, our friend. And we go on to state who he was, what he did. We tell the history of the departed, so he can be remembered, so he cannot be erased. Today's memorial is peculiar for a number of reasons. One, because Kwasi is long departed. Two, because there are not many here who knew him. Three, because some parts of his history cannot be remembered and other parts appear a bit obscure. But that doesn't mean they didn't happen. That doesn't mean they didn't exist. So indulge me as I paint you a tableau of his life, filling in the gaps and the lost years. Come with me. Close your eyes. Can you see a little boy born on the aisle? His toothed smile, the first sight that captures your eye. His brown skin glistening in the African sun, as his mother lovingly rubbed him with shea butter, humming a beautiful song from the ancestors. Picture this little boy playing with friends, in particular a special one who lived next door. They would explore the forests, swim in the river, and as little boys play pranks on little sisters. Daydream of becoming their fathers. And as the sun began its lazy descent and evening drew near, they would say to each other, I'm going home to my mother, I'll see you later. Now, imagine these are the last words, the last normal day. These are the forgotten years. For the next memory, the only one remembered, would be of the earth of his birth bursting up in flames, and mother, father, friends and little sisters led away in chains. And the worst was not to come. Probably they were still together, hanging on to their family by a single thread. To a little kid, nothing had changed. So he says to his mother, I want to go play. To which she replies, you cannot. Stay. Puzzled, he asks, why not? And with a grim look on her face, she says, we are no longer our own. We belong to our master. Now hush and behave. He had a million questions, but mother said to hush. He was confused, missed the little boy next door, saw strange men speaking strange tongues, calling in even stranger names. He didn't realize he had been traded, bought, battered, and sold. His world was upside down, and the worst came when he was but a decade. He was transformed again. It became a gift passed from hand to hand. He couldn't understand. Mother only gave gifts of food, clothes, and things, but people gifts too. But there was none to ask. Mother was gone, as was father, friends, and little sisters. See him in a new land. The language of his birth insufficient, so it had to be forgotten. While he learned new ones, it was an experiment of a way of thought, a specimen to prove an hypothesis right or wrong, a slave become a foster son. The loneliness he must have felt being the first of his kind, The art he must have felt from the past, facing the ones he had, the ones he loved, who loved him too. While this may have been his beginning, but he was much more in his prime. He was introspective, intelligent, and self-confident, could be trusted to keep the deepest confidence, even if it cost him everything, even his life. He sought to know for whom he was destined, for what he was destined. And in his wanderings, he reached a profound conclusion that he was here for his God, for his king, his neighbor, and to help his enemies. He came to this earth freely, without chains and bounds, and he was so many things. He was first the son, his mother's joy, his father's pride, a slave, a gift, an experiment, a foster son, a faithful friend, a loyal servant, a trusted advisor, a physician's aide, a judge's assistant, the first of his kind, a farmer, a poet, a book collector, a language connoisseur, a husband, a father for a minute, a foster father for many more, a lover, a man, and like the rest of us, he was not perfect, but he was as fine a man as you could ever get. So when you think of him, don't think of him as someone less deserving. And don't think that we honor him because of the color of his skin. We honor him because he lived, he loved, he wrote, he sought. He read, and his words are read. His tears were shed, his pains are felt. He made the best of an awful situation. And out of a great evil came this man worthy of all our adulation. So as you remember him, remember thorns, roses bloom even in thorns, and great beauty lies in unlikely places. And lastly, as he said, and I paraphrase, enjoy the beauty of the flower in time. Plant yourself even in the face of adversity. And wherever you are, as you bloom, remember fondly those who wish you felicity.
Ooh.